Everybody, great to see you. Thanks for stopping by our community. I'm going to be working with Cartoon Animator 5 in this video. It's been a while since I've done a video. I did a bit of online shopping. Everyone likes shopping, but I do a lot of digital shopping. I bought a character head pack. Anyway, I need to test it out and have a look at it. It includes scenes and some character heads. Now, I need to look for this, and I think it's way down here. You can see over the years I've purchased lots of stuff here. Well, I'm scrolling down here. The best stuff I've purchased so far is this one here. These G3 Character Campus Heroes are awesome. There's a lot of great content here, but I'm just going to look for the stuff that I just purchased. You can see lots of it here. And it's probably near the bottom because it's a newly purchased pack. Here we go. Here, let's see what's included. And it includes all these heads. These are really good for making alternative media. You can see there's some props here, there's some scenes. Anyway, I'm gonna go along here and just find something that's suitable. I like this little classroom here. This looks really good. Looks like they're talking about the stock market these days. It's just up and down. It's really surprising. Now they've made this a prop layer by the looks of it. Anyway, let's just bring it in here and bring it to the correct size. Keep it within the blue lines. Anything outside the blue lines won't show up in your video. So it's good so far. I think my character would like to work with this. Anyway, let's just grab our first character head and have a look at it. Now let's find one that looks like me. This is basically me. Let's have a look. Got some guy like that, and you can see it has like a plated face on it. I want to bring it into the sprite editor and have a look at its sprites. There are many here to look at. Now, there's no eye sprites here. That's kind of sad, so you won't be able to change the eyes. However, I think there's some facial animation, so maybe it's a different way of doing it. I haven't really used it this much. So it looks okay so far, the facial sprite. Let's just go back here to the body. And we're going to flip it around. So different color suits. Looks good as well. I like that. I like it more than this one. This one looks more genuine. Anyway, let's just give him some facial animation and see if it works. Just going to close this one here, and we're going to look along here. And I forget which one. I think it's this one here, motion key editor here. Let's just try and change his face around. And I'm just going to click around here. Very easy. Now, it's kind of weird that it disappeared over there. So you probably have to be careful when you're moving his head around. But overall, that's really good so far. Now let's just give him some facial. So here we go, deform. And the templates, let's make him happy. Just click on it. So there you can see there's some facial transformation. That's really funny. I like that. Looks really happy. Okay, now let's just go around here and have a look at maybe angry or something like that. And there you can see it doesn't look too happy. It looks like it's getting worse. So it looks like they just deformed the face a little bit. There's different sprites included in here. It's interesting how to access those sprites. I'm going to have to do some checking to update my skills on this software. The mouth here, let's have a look at the mouth. I'm just going to deform first. I want to see if you can deform anything here. So it looks like it's slowed down quite a bit here. So it just looks like certain things aren't available here. So if I click on deform, that's not available. But overall, I like this character, probably really good. Now, if I was to give him a template, and let's just go into happy. Everyone likes to be happy. You look at his face and happy. We'll just click on this one. And then I'm going to close this here. And I'm going to give him some text. And we're going to use the text to speech. And let's look at the voices here. So there's a few voices here. There's Hazel. There's this one here. Let's do David. David's a man, and we're going to bring down his pitch a little bit and maybe just speed it up just a tiny bit as well. I like it to be a little bit faster. There we go. And I can also just click here and it's up to 60. And Let's just type some text. Hi, everybody. I am David. Now let's listen to this to show you what it sounds like. So that's way too fast. Let's just slow that down to about this. And let's try it again. Doesn't really sound that natural. There's a lot of voice AIs you can purchase. You know, with everything you purchase, it just adds to the price of software. Let's try it now. Okay, that's okay. I'll probably put it just at like 50 where it was. Anyway, click OK. So you can just click around and play with that. I'm actually quite impressed, even though it doesn't come with sprites. I think it's because I need to get more familiar with Cartoon Animator 5 and these characters and play with them more. This is my first time using them. And I just want to take a look at the different characters. So we had a look at him. Let's try this one up here. See what he looks like. We'll just bring all of them out, see if the software will support it or not. So this looks good so far. Control Z, whenever you want to change things, always do it on the first keyframe. Very easy to undo things. Let's just delete this here. Stop and delete. And bring it back to the first keyframe, which is 0, and we'll just bring out our 12 faces here. So let's see what each one looks like. And then we'll try and give them all different facial animation. So as we're playing around here, I've been keeping busy, like I said, doing different things. This is actually the first time I've been able to go up to the website and actually do a little bit of digital shopping. And that looks cool, you know, I actually like these. These are really good for making some videos, educational, or maybe some speech conversation videos, something like that. You know, you can do a lot of different things. The software itself, I need to get used to it again. I like Cartoon Animator 4 because it's easier to use the G2 characters. You know, my mouse isn't working that well here. I'll probably need to replace that as well. But you can see, I like these. We have 4 of them so far. And they just look really good. These are good for presentations, I can honestly say that. So I'll bring maybe 8 out, 2 rows of them, and let you have a look at them. Just close that here, and we'll just keep going on. Now that will probably just replace him because he's clicked on, as you can see. Anyway, it doesn't matter, I'll just keep moving along. Let's bring out our next one here. I think they need some female characters. I noticed that there's just way too many male characters here. So I'll probably have a look around later. Anyway, I like that. It looks cool. You can see the faces change. Doesn't matter, I just click on what I like. Lots of different stuff to play with here. Just look at this. This is fantastic. I like this. This gives you lots of different stuff you can do with this stuff. Now, if you even want, you can take these out and export them in PNG files. And then you have like a avatar as well. You can make avatars with these and put them on your channel or whatever you like. So here's 8 of them here. And I'll bring one more out now. He's a little bit too big. I'm just going to scale these down. Easy to scale. Do it to the other one too. And then we'll give them all different faces and see what it looks like. So very usable and very easy to work with. And we'll bring him out as well. So we have 8 character heads to work with here. And I'm going to take them up into the character composer. And I want to have a look and see what I can do with them in there. Anyway, let's just click on here. And we're going to find our facial stuff again. So we'll just play around with it, give each one a different face, see if the software will work with it. So he's happy already, and move around, and that looks okay. He's saying yes, and then no. Very easy to move the head around to different positions. Let's just give him a try now. Repeat the same process again. We're gonna go down to happy 7, so maybe this is very happy. That just looks way too happy. And just repeat the same process. Gets a little meticulous after a while, but you know, after you get to see if your characters are really that good. And let's move away from happy and go into sad. He's having a hard day. Stock market isn't that great. The graph in the back there really represents the stock market. Looks like he's shocked because the stock market's always going up and down recently. You've noticed gold so far has really been a really good this year. If anyone who purchases gold, that is a good investment right now as it continues to move up. Anyway, we're just going through. Oh, he looks super sad. Whenever gold goes down, he's sad. Whenever gold goes up, he's happy. So this is a real reflection of the stock market. And we're going to keep going here. It's going to take a little bit of time, but at least you get to see what's going on here. And I'm going to keep moving along to different stuff. Now let's see, fear, scared. Now he must be very scared because he's losing all his money. And this guy here, we'll just do him as well. Got a few more to go. Let's try surprise when it goes up to 4,000. Wow, that's really cool. I like that. And let's go on here and have a look at this character here. And sick. Now, I've never seen that before. So he's tired. He's been working too hard all day. And the facial expressions actually really match. It's really good to see that. You can do a lot of different stuff like this, make different avatars and stuff like that. Now I'm going to go through one more and have a look at it, and he's going to wink. Let's try the first wink. Sort of curious at the different types of winks. Wow, that's really cool. I like this. It's really good. I like these heads. I'll give them maybe 8 out of 10 ranking. I actually think they'd be good for presentations and other things. Anyway, that's good so far. Let's take a look at the transform. And it doesn't look like you can do anything with this. Oh, here we go. So there's just a few areas you can work with here and deform. It doesn't even want to click on that, maybe because you can't use it. Anyway, it looks good so far. I'm just going to click reset all. And it looks fine. Anyway, we're going to keep moving along here. I want to see if there's anything I can do with this inside our character composer here. So here's our head here. You know, there's no additional sprites, but overall I think they're attached into the character itself. And these looks like the ones, the eyes that actually come with Cartoon Animator. So this is a morphed head, it looks like. So I'm going to have to do more research into this head and really take it apart and have a look at it. Now let's just have a look here. I'm going to click on this one here, see what this does. Now this shows me the body. I don't like that at all. Let's just go back to the main stage. And it's thinking here. And I'm just going to close this. And I also bought another character. I'll just show you that in a second. So let's just delete all these. Let's find our sheriff character that I just purchased. Like I said, I give this a rating out of 8 out of 10. And I really like this one. This one's cool. Looks like totally shocked about something. Really funny faces when you add the facial animation to them. Now to go back, I'm just going to go back here and then up another folder. And let's just see if we can find our sheriff. There he is here. And I want to have a more detailed look at this character also. Loading up, looks really good. He's going to teach us the laws of the stock market. And here we go, there he is. Now I'm going to be testing a few things on him. First thing I want to do is go into the sprite editor. So we'll click on him and quickly go into the sprite editor and have a look at him, take a look at his hands and make sure they're working properly. So we'll just change them around. Lots of different hand sprites. That's very good. I like that. And we're going to go into the face also. Let's just try the legs. Nothing really exciting about that. Now the feet, I'm also interested in finding out. So let's just put the feet down here. And it looks like he's just rigged it like a complete leg. So there's no additional leg sprites. Anyway, let's go into the face and check out the eyes and stuff. So the eyes are just basic. You can see here, just basic facial sprites. That's okay. Most characters come like this. And it just looks overall, it's good. See for the ears. So everything's just basic. The lip sync is basic as well. Actually, I think I recognize this. I've seen this in a character pack before. Anyway, it looks good so far. I'm happy to see all these sprites here. It looks good. Now we're going to give him a try and animate our character. So let's go to work on that right now and get into our animation. So as we're going into our animation, we're going to find 2D motions, and I don't like this here. I'm going to go into the items. I'm not interested in the packs. G3 human, and we need to remember that he's a side-facing character, so these are basic human motions. And we'll go here. We'll try this one here, and side-facing. We'll just try perform. And just give him a few motions to have a look at his animations, make sure that he works properly. So there he is, he's pointing, you did it, you're under arrest. Looks good so far. And this looks like he's explaining something to someone, explaining how things work. And that looks good also. Anyway, that's not bad. I like this way this is rigged, it works fine. And it's really good. Now I'm just kind of curious about his facial animation. Just gonna click stop here. We're gonna make him a bit bigger here. And then we're gonna apply the same facial animation over here. So we'll just click on that symbol again. And we're gonna have a look at the templates, and we're gonna click MAD number 1 and MAD number 2 and wink. And wink 2 and wink 3. And let's just see what he looks like when he's one more comic. Let's try these ones here. So these look very unique. Some of them don't match, but overall they look okay. And I'm just going to go back to happy. And it looks good so far. Not bad at all. Now if I really need to, I'm going to try and move his head around a little bit here. His head can turn a little bit as well. You can say yes or no. Looks good so far. Give this character a ranking of 8 out of 10 as well. Now I want to change back that sprite. So I just click into the sprite editor and quickly go over to that Y. And I'm going to click on it and make sure it's this one. I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye as well. There we go. Looks about normal again. I'm just going to quickly go over here and do that to the other one as well, make sure they match. Lots of different eyes, lots of different expressions. I didn't check his mouth. Let's just have a look at his mouth again. I want to have a look. And you can see it's just the basic lip sync. Anyway, thanks for helping me review this character. Let me know what you think of him in the comments section. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel, Cartoon Animator 5, gives people a lot of options when it comes to creating general content, and it's a lot more easier. I recently found a site that gives me more better choices when it comes to voices and stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching. Remember to like this video and subscribe. I will be continuing to work on my products for the Real Illusion store. Remember to subscribe to get more content and to learn about Cartoon Animator 5. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.